everybody, I'm Kim from Tall Mouse Cre8tive Artz, and welcome to June, where we are going to celebrate summer because the sun's out and the heat is starting to rise. So we have a few fun projects for you guys to take a look at and a few new products to take a look at too, because that is always a delight to be seeing new things or new things with what you already have, which is always good too. So, all right, let's begin over here with a card. And I'm seeing a trend lately with easel cards. So we're going to spend a few minutes showing you some easel cards, and then we're going to make one really quick because really they are a lot easier than you think. So this is just a simple one right here, and I used no dies with it. So I'm going to share with you guys which paper I did use because I know you like to know that. It is Best Summer Ever with Echo Park, and it is, I believe, last year or 2019 paper, but of course any type of paper can do. And I want to show you making one without even using anything other than stickers, of course your adhesive, and paper, because you can certainly do that. But once you know the base, then you can go ahead and embellish the thing up and use your die cuts and use whatever you want. So this one, I turned it into a Skinny Jim slimline size. So it is a slimline, I believe 8 1/4 is what I did by 3 3/3 is the size that I played with right here. I took that paper pad, I made a fun, chose a fun paper so I could do my base and then just some of the inside, and then I popped a little martini up. So I'm just going to show you what I did right here. You just pop that up so it becomes an easel card. The easel being that it sits up, so whatever your presentation is can sit on somebody's desk, on a table, little dining room table, anywhere, so it pops up and your message is shown. And then you create a little stopper here. So this is all done with paper, cardstock, stickers, and pop squares. That's all we did right there. And then I'm going to show you one other one. We're going to come over here real quick. Again, no dies or anything. So that is me chopping my little watermelon sticker in half because I wanted to create the stopper to make it look a little bit on the angle. So my watermelon is fun times ahead is my stopper right there. Again, no dies or anything. So you can do this very simple. So these are the easel cards. So let's get into the die because I did do one with a die, but let's show you this particular die first. So we did have this one, it's been adjusted, it's been out with us for a while, but we had it scaled down to the size of a slim card. And then there's the word hugs in the middle, and then you get some clouds that come in. I just dismantled everything so you could see. The inside of this pops out really nice, and it has a nice little framed look to it. And then the outside, of course, you can use it for different things in cards as well, which we did, and we shall show you that. But we're going to come down now to the 2-page layout because I just really wanted to have a popsicle fun summery look. So I popped as many colors out as I could possibly fit on there. And again, I really like to look at cards or cardstock and paper. So I did want to see the outline of the paper because if I put this all the way up to the top, then I wouldn't be able to see very much. And I dig looking at all the paper. And I think it's bright and cheery when you're going through your scrapbooks to take a look at it. So I popped quite a bit of these out and I just nestled them all in the middle right here. And I obviously didn't glue that one down very well. My intention was to put pictures of all the entire family or whoever you get together with in this side. So a ton of people, pictures on these little spots right here. And then the second page, my intention was maybe to add some stickers, do a little bit of journaling, maybe another picture sticking up, perhaps in like this type of size right here. But using this particular die as many times as I can, laying it out right there, and then the pop out comes out right here, you can certainly do quite a bit of embellishment. So that is our one of our summer 2-page layouts using one die. Now coming around and using this same die in a card, let's take a look. So I did add an embellishment level to that. So that is the card. I did make this a slimline size, so that is the piece that I did, and I like this because it's got that little indent right there. Of course, it's got the lovely stitching all the way around it as well. And then we put a little bit, okay, so there's the easel part of it popping up right there, and then if you notice, we have a little embellishment, a little active motion right there. That is the excuse me. I get this always mixed up. They're the wobblers. They wiggle, they wobble. So you attach that to whatever you want to do. You attach whatever you want to wiggle to go like that. So that wiggles. And my pop just removed itself. So I wanted this to be an easel card with an action element to it. So the watermelon is going to wiggle right there. I don't know if you can see that. See that in there? Jim wants to really show you guys so you do it. Now, a word of advice, because I wanted to see how far this could stretch. Don't pull it very far because it'll break. So FYI on that. I will be your guinea pig on that. I already did that. It doesn't go too far. It's meant to glue down and just have a little bit of an action right there. I thought maybe you could stretch it and pull it back. Nope, cannot do that. Okay, so we're going to make a quick card because it's much simpler than you think it is, or at least I thought it was. They've got a really nice look to them, and they're a little bit easier to do than you thought. Okay, so I've got a slim line card, horizontal, that I'm going to do. I just need to take my bone folder and give that really a good crease right there. So you can cut it out whatever size you want, because you can even do this size card as well. You can do a smaller one. So of course, you're going to fold it in half to get your complete fold over base for right there. But to get the easel part, all you're going to do is take your flap and fold it in half again. So I did not score it. I've done it scoring or just folding it in half right there. So you want to take your bone folder and give it a nice good score right there so it's nice and tight. And now that becomes your easel section. And then we're going to do a stopper in just one moment. But that becomes your easel. So if you can see that easel part right there. Very simple to do to make the base. Now, I did cut this piece out with the particular die right there, so just showing you what I'm going to do. Now you can lay out all the things that you want to do on your card, space it out and everything. But when you get ready to adhere, make sure you only adhere, I'm going to go really slow, to the part that you want to be easeled up. Because if you adhere down here, that's going to stick and you're done with your easel card. You're going to have to start all over again. So you only want to adhere on this particular part, all of your parts and pieces that you want to pop up. I'm going to bring this guy back over here. Because if you notice, I wanted it just to be on this side, but you could certainly put a little sentiment or whatever you would like on there. So just explaining to you where you want to put your adhesive so it go ahead and can pop back up. So I'm going to put my adhesive on. Whoop! I just told you guys not to do something and I just did the opposite because I was going to be quick and easy with that. Okay, so I'm adhering my adhesive just to this particular section, so that's going to be able to pop up. So if you notice, that's actually adhered right there. So you could always put something else right there to pop up too. But for right now, that's what we're going to do. And then you have to create your stopper. So I'm going to take my stickers over here that are, this is photo play. I'm mixing them all up. It says think to remember. This is kind of an aloha one also. So I'm going to make, let's see, I'm going to put my little starfish. That's going to be my stopper. And I know I'm doing this way too big on this particular guy, but I'm going to make a pop square or a pop dot on this because that's going to be my stopper. Now, I should have done a bigger sticker, but for emphasis, I'm showing you guys. So you want to put it wherever you want. If you want your easel to go really far up or back, but you can certainly do your sentiment or whatever else you're going to put in your card and then remember where to put your stopper. So we're just going to put that guy right there, and that becomes the stopper part of what you're going to do. And then I cut this little guy out because if I was going to attach the little wobbler piece, I might want to put that here, put that on top of here, and then put a little different design popping out of there. But the main part of what I wanted to show you was the easel and how simple it is to do. And then your pop squares, pop dots, pop anything can turn into your stopper piece right there. So that's what that guy is. Simple card to do. And then of course we've got our wobblers on the website as well. Okay, so let's take a look at another card. This is not an easel card, but I want to talk to you about window plastic. We've got panoramic embossable, we've got full sheets, we've got the smaller ones as well. So looking at this, I'm going to show you guys a shaker card in a minute, but I just want to change up what we were doing with that. So what did I do there? Well, first of all, I took my alcohol ink pens and I took one of the panoramic piece. Now this is hard to see because it's clear, so that's why I have my tissue paper right there, but it is a panoramic piece, so you can use it for slim cards, or of course you can chop it or do whatever. It can go through and be embossed, but you can heat emboss on it as well. So the element, what I wanted to do, or the technique I wanted to do today, I wanted it just to have an ocean kind of look, just a stained glass type of look. So I took my alcohol markers, I'm going to pretend this is my marker, and I just colored, took a different color, kept on going, took another color, kept on going, and then I did a little bit of spritzing, and I took my wet cloth and just moved it around a little bit, and that is what I came out with. So I just wanted a stained glass look. I wanted something different to play with the embossable window plastic with, and not a shaker card either. And then how did I get my little rim around there? So let me show you which die I used. This is one of our basic dies. So it is a set of 6, it's stitched, just a simple rectangle, which you get 6 of them. So that's the main die, and then what I did is I took not the next size, I took the largest one, not the next size, but the third size in, and then I laid that to create, I'm going to make that straight. I created a rim right there, and I actually cut it out of this paper, which then, FYI, save your paper, because this can also become something. Trim that off, and then you've got another piece and another piece to work with. So remember, don't lose our scraps. And then what you want to do is use your stencil tape or a low tack tape right there, and you want to put that onto your die cut machine and hold it in place so you get exactly your rim or your edge or your frame that you want to cut out. And of course you can do it thicker if you want. And then I ran that through my machine, and then that's what popped out right there. And I just glued, excuse me, adhered my acetate, my window plastic to the piece right here, and then attached it onto my card, and I'm coming up with something different. Now you could put a few different fish on there, you could put something different. I didn't put anything on top of it because I just wanted you guys to see how lovely that is. So think about your alcohol markers and what else you can do with that. Now, speaking of what else you can do with it, we did a couple of shaker cards, shaker panoramic cards. So this is one using one of our dies as well, and that is a very long piece of the acetate going across there. So I call it the panoramic card. So that's shakeable element. And then we've got this one on there as well. And then this is another Skinny Jim Slimline die outline. It's got the one that's got happy birthday on it. So this to me looks more like a shadow box because you can put really thick elements in there. And then if you want to see how this one was made, head on over to our Facebook page and go ahead and search for panoramic shaker panel card, and we've got the details on how to do that. But let me just show you this guy as well. So it's got lots of capabilities, this panoramic window plastic. So look at that there, and I just put a little bit, so I call that our panel card, panoramic style. So we've got from Judikins, we've got the window plastic in a couple of different sizes, panoramic, full sheets, we've got the smaller sheets also. And then you guys are going to take a look at this while we flip our table. Okay, we are back, and we've got a couple of new things and a couple of deals for you guys too. So the first thing I want to show you is our mini moment albums, because sometimes you want to capture a moment in time, have some fun pictures and a few things around it, but it doesn't really fit into your main big scrapbook or whatever you guys are doing. So we've got 3 of them to show you. More styles are coming out in the next couple of weeks too, so keep checking back. But the first one we want to show you guys is a heart. Because I love traveling, so I decorated my particular heart mini moment album in travel. So let me show you, before we get into the details of what it is, I want to show you guys what the album is. So it's 2 pieces, depending upon, some of them are 3 pieces also, but it looks like a half a heart right there. You get 2 of the rings as well, the binder rings to go with it. And then these circles, they are burned in there, but if you notice, they don't go all the way through. So they act as a guide if you choose to hole punch that to turn it into an album, but if certainly you don't have to do that. But it's a guide, and they both line up perfectly if you want to use that for an actual album, but not necessary. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is the heart. And then I have another piece of chipboard here. So these are really thick chipboard pieces, nice, sturdy for an album. And then we've got our thinner chipboard, which I made some of the inside pages with. So this is the travel paper, and I put our little quote right here. We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. I totally agree. So travel the world, my back cover, the world awaits, and I just decorated it like you would any other type of album. So I'm going to open that guy up here. I didn't put any pictures or anything because I just wanted you guys to see the large space that you've got plenty of room to do whatever you like with. So that guy's on chipboard, and I took a bunch of paper just that I thought would match. Pop that guy on the inside. Lots of areas for you to scrap, put little mini memories in there for just capturing those moments. So that is the heart one, and then showing you guys the chipboard. That's some of the pieces that I used. That is our thinner chipboard, which comes in handy also, but these you'll notice are much thicker for a nice album, sturdy album. And then coming over to our second shape is a typical, just a standard rectangle. Again, it's got the burnished holes in there. And then this one I used, I made it graphic 45 and really flowery and feminine. I wanted pink and black. And then actually, if you notice, this was the cover. It had exactly the pieces that I wanted in it, and it was a little bit on the thicker side, so heck, I just used it. So I'm going to put that off to the side, and I used that as my cover and my back side, and it had that glossiness to it, so it worked exactly how I wanted it. So heck, why not, guys? You need to use every piece of your paper, even the cover that it comes with. So this is my little Paris one, and then I just embellished it with some of our silver domes, and then I'm going to open that up right there and show you guys how I decorated it. I used the scallop envelope fold template right there with a little scallop flap because I wanted a little piece a little bit different in there, so you could certainly put a little surprise to pop out in that little book, and then you're not expecting that when you open it. So that is a little envelope. I just decorated a page right there. I took chipboard and shortened it because I wanted everything to look just a little bit differently. So I embellished that page, I embellished that page, and certainly there's spots for pictures. And then on the last page, I made myself a little pocket because I wanted to put the tag in there. And then I used our little Judikins template tag also. So the envelope flap and then the template tag is what I used, and it just happened to fit in there perfectly. My little tag with ribbon, and then close that guy, whoops, close that guy shut. So that is my little rectangle mini moment. And then coming over to the third one we want to show you guys. This one is an octagon. Now I had to go dig a little bit deep to figure out what I was going to do, and what popped into my mind was a sunny little sunny moment. So I made a little summary, half of a sum, and then I turned it into something summer and tropical. Now I did not glue these pages down with chipboard. I left them as actual just double-sided paper, so you could do whatever you would like to do with that. So I went from summer to kind of tropical look, and then got to have an end with the pineapple. Close that up with some polka dots, and then this particular cloud die. We've got a cloud and grass die, Skinny Jim Slimline die. This happens to be just the clouds. So it's the long clouds and the puffy clouds. A little bit different than the clouds and grass. So this is the particular die I used with this. And then I did use my little tinier, thinner chipboard to cut those out to make the sun spikes. And also you can open it up by that. So that would be our octagon. Oh, wait a minute, our hexagon, octagon. That would be that particular shape. I got to go back and look at that. Okay, so deals for you guys. What do we have? Double checking my time right now. We've got 3 deals for you. This particular one is a bag full of rhinestones. You have 24 packs in here. There's a handful of double ups, 24 full packs of rhinestones. This entire unit is $5. So that is while supplies last. We're doing some cleaning and we're passing on some deals to you guys. And then blending brushes, we've got some new ones coming in, bigger packs. And so we still have these guys on sale. Wonderful 5-piece. Normally is $15, but that guy's on sale for $10. And then we've got our starter packs, which have pink handles on it, all the same size. So these guys are on sale for $6, and both of them while supplies last. Now you remember these blending brushes are very nice to be working with. You can turn them over and you can pounce, and then you can blend with whatever inks you'd like, and then they clean up really nice. So these have been very popular, all these blending brushes. So starter pack or a 5-pack, whichever you'd like. And then what kind of deals do we have for you guys today? Let's take a look. You're going to have opportunity to shop on the website, 30% off all metal dies, which will automatically be on sale. You can take 20% off the website when you use the code. Off regularly priced products, the hot buys will already be on sale, plus they'll be on the featured page. Your code, because it's summery, we're going to do Sunny21, it's all caps. Our website, free shipping over $59, and the sale is valid until June 18th. And then head on over and follow and like us on Facebook and Instagram. Plus you can see other little projects we've done on our Facebook page. All right, you guys, we will see you next time, and happy June, everyone.